everybody, this is Michelle Greenman live. My name is Michelle Greenman, the plus size women's wellness coach, and my passion is to teach women how to create lasting health naturally, as well as to regain self-confidence and self-worth, and to help you reach your goals. So my business provides three essentials: the best natural health tips, which we use to lose weight but also to gain health, breakthrough coaching to get over your obstacles, and loving accountability so that you can experience wellness for yourself. Today we are going to be talking about how to believe in yourself. A couple of weeks ago I actually tweeted and got a lot of response from people on that you can change the world and the world needs more people making a difference. And I think it's really difficult for us to believe. I think it's something we want to believe, but it's really difficult for us to believe that we can make a difference and we can change the world if we make an effort. So today I'm going to share my three top tips on how to do that. And it really came to focus for me yesterday. I did a goal planning workshop, and it was actually awesome for me. Every time I do a workshop, I get to put together new content. And so I was able to put together a how to be successful blueprint of 10 tips to reach your goals. And it was really fun to be able to share that with the ladies who were there, and to actually start to do their own goal planning and to really get clear about what they want and how they're going to get there. So one of the things that brought to light to me was how far I've come myself. I really started learning goal planning when I was in high school. So to be, all the way here, I really wanted to kind of put, clarity to how is it that I got here and what has made me successful this far. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. And I'm going to give you these three tips and kind of explain why I picked them and why they're important. So how to believe in yourself, the three tips, to make sure that you continue to go and to make a difference in the world that you have. So tip number one, I wrote them down here, is to find your inner motivator. And everybody's probably going to be a little bit different. Some of us might be really similar, but my personal inner motivator is God. And especially God's promises to me. One in particular that I was thinking of is Jeremiah 29:11, which says, "For I know the thoughts I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." And this verse means a lot to me. Jeremiah is a weeping prophet, and his life was really, really rough. But at the beginning of the book of Jeremiah, God tells him that he knew him before he created him. And so this promise that he has of thinking of me, right, and these thoughts of peace and not of evil, and to bring me to this expected end, something that's going to be wonderful, is really exciting for me. It lets me know that if I am true to my purpose that he's given me, I can't fail. And I really wanted to be able to share that with the ladies that I taught the goal planning class with, is that you have a specific purpose, and when you are clear about that purpose, you can start working towards it, and you're almost guaranteed to get there. So that was really important to me, because he tells us that we all have a purpose, and that each of us are on this world planet for specific reasons, and that we are here to actually live that out. So finding that can be difficult. And so the step-by-step goal planning was kind of awesome, because it allows you to really think about, what am I here to do? So that's the first one, is to find your inner motivator. And God is an inner motivator for me. And it's really effective to keep me going when things get hard, especially in my business right now for health and wellness. Is not everybody believes it yet. Not everybody's tried it. It sounds new and strange. And so it can be, feel like I'm hitting a brick wall all the time. But when I think about this motivation that, he's going to bring me to that expected end, he's planned this already. He's seen all the things that are going to happen, and he's been trying to prepare me for this. It makes it a little easier for me to say, like, okay, we got to go do it. You know, there's a reason that I'm doing this, and it's an important reason. And if I don't do it, somebody else might never do it, so I better get on it. So that's number one. Find your inner motivator, something that says, I have to wake up this morning, and I have to do this work. Number two, this is an important one that I was thinking of, is your journey is different than your destination. And your journey and your destination have little correlated. So, you know, my psych talk correlation is all about, you know, if your journey has been really difficult, it doesn't mean your destination is not going to happen, or it's not important, or it's going to be difficult. And to really separate those two things, that your journey is not your destination. Because for a lot of us, you know, and for myself too, is if you don't really have that huge motivator looking towards the end, to that destination, you're going to take every obstacle and you're going to feel like these obstacles are reasons to quit, as opposed to places to learn or part of the journey. And so really to be able to foresee that there are going to be obstacles, right? Every goal is going to have obstacles. Every goal is going to have some new knowledge that you have to get, something that you have to do, you have to stretch, become a different person, a new habit you have to gain. And so when you see that journey, sometimes we think, oh, that destination is not where I'm supposed to go. Or that destination is going to be difficult and hard, or it's not worth it, because the journey has been so difficult and hard. And so to separate those two, that journey is a learning experience for you, but that destination is going to be awesome no matter what when you reach it. It's been something that's been really important to me because, you know, in the past, I really dealt a lot with education. And unless you have that idea of that end, everybody will quit school. It's hard, right? So really to separate those two and to remember our journey is not our destination. Our destination is our goal, but that journey is going to take all types of twists and turns and ups and downs, and to expect that, you know, to get used to it before you get into it, so that when you get to those obstacles, you're more prepared for them, you're ready for them. And you see them as learning experiences as opposed to reasons to quit. So that's number two, to believe in yourself, especially because when you get to the end, when you get to that destination, you're going to have all that experience that's going to be hugely important, and be able to use that experience to help others get there as well. So that's one of my huge encouragements of how to believe in myself, that each little obstacle that I overcome is one more reason that tells me I'm going to get to the end. I'm going to be able to make it there. So number three is to consult the experts. And this is something I shared with our group, and I guess I got a little bit surprised, but nobody gets anywhere on their own. You know, the most successful people in the world that we see as successful, they had help. Everybody has help. You know, we shouldn't be reinventing the wheel every single time we want to do something. Every goal that we've actually planned, somebody's probably already accomplished. So it's important to realize that, and to not to think, you know, this is going to be so hard, I'm going to do this on my own. It's going to be really difficult, and to really just consult the experts. I mean, they're there because they've been through what you've been through already, and they've come out the other side. And so one of the questions that we came up to ask is, when you are planning a new goal and you are thinking to yourself, how am I going to do this? When you consult those experts, is to ask them, what do you know now that you wish you knew at the beginning? And to just listen to their answer. And it doesn't matter if it's something that you expected, if it's something about your business, if it's something about your life or not, but listen to the answer and really take note of that, and to be able to apply the answer to a principle. So, you know, if somebody says, you know, I wish I knew I could have just gone out there and that would have been the answer. How is that principle going to help me? You know, maybe I'm not out there enough. Maybe I'm not talking to enough people. And that's something I could do. Or, you know, if it's something like for marriage, I wish I knew, you know, to pick my battles. How is that going to apply to me, right? And to really take that knowledge personally and say, what can I take from this that's going to make that destination going to be faster and easier to get to? So that's number 3 for me, and it's something that's really important. It can be difficult because we're afraid to ask people. We feel like we might be their competition and they might not want to help us. But as a person, I would tell you that people love to talk about themselves. They love to talk about the things that they're overcome because it's helpful for them, you know. And that's kind of the magic of coaching for me, is that when I'm able to ask others questions and to be able to draw out for them what they believe but they didn't know they believed, it's awesomely powerful, you know. And when I've gone through that experience myself being coached, it's amazing what things are knocking around in your head. So really feel free to find people, to find those experts, to find those people who've been where you've been and not there, and they are where you want to be, and to ask them questions about what they needed, what obstacles they faced, what hardship that they had. And another tip that I had yesterday was to invest your time, invest your money, and invest your time and money, you know, to learn these skills from these people. It will make your journey 1,000 times better. And I think we believe that we have to believe in ourselves by doing it on our own, but that's not true. When we have the experience of those who've gone before us, we have more belief that we can make it too. When it's clearer to us what steps we're going to have to take, how we're going to get there, then we believe we can actually get there. And so those were the 3 tips that I thought of how I came to believe in myself and how I can put these in practice for myself to even believe more, to be able to reach more goals and bigger goals. Number 1 is to have that inner motivator and to stay close to it. And so for me, it would be spending time in devotion and remembering to read, taking time away from my life, away from people, away from my business, to really spend time thinking about why I'm here and why this is all important to me. And number 2, that my journey is different than my destination. And sometimes it's important to keep track of all the ups and downs in your journey and to really see how far that you've come and how far you still need to go, right? But that just because things are hard does not mean that your destination is unimportant. It doesn't mean that it is impossible. It actually kind of means the opposite. It means that it's really important and that it is possible because you're learning all these skills to prepare you when you get there. And number 3 is to consult the experts, right? To make sure that you're finding people who've been there before and who are where you want to be, and to ask them and to use them as resources and to invest your time and money with them so that you can learn from them the best skills that you'll need. When you feel prepared, you're going to believe you can make it. So those are my 3 tips, and I hope that was really helpful for you. But what I do want to offer is not everybody can come to a live goal planning seminar. It was really awesome, but you know, to feel free that if you have a group to contact me on my website. I'd love to come and help your group of women. And if not, if you're just on your own and really wanting to get started for yourself, is to subscribe to my support newsletter. Right now, if you subscribe, you will get my mini goal planning kit that I put together from the bigger one that we did together as a group, and my 10 tips for successful goal setting. And so it's just one handout that has all 10 tips and all the little points that we talked about, and a handout that's actually 2 pages that allows you to actually write down your goals and to start to really visualize them yourself and to try to reach them, as well as how to assess the goal at the end to see how well you've done and how you made it. So I'm offering these to you when you go and subscribe. So it's michellegreenman.com /subscribe, and just fill in your name and your email, and the first email you'll get is the goal planning kit and the success tips. Oh, and a chance to talk with me a little bit about your goals and have me help you out. So, I don't know. I guess it's all in the spirit of sharing today. I'd love to help people and to be their expert, that they can ask questions and really get to where they want to go. And obviously, health and wellness is my main goal, but if there's some other place that you need help, I would love to be able to help you find some other resources that might be helpful for you as well. So, I want to say thank you so much for joining me on Michelle Greenman Live, and to feel free to um, post underneath and ask questions that I'll answer in upcoming episodes, and have a fantastic day and to experience wellness. Wellness is the lifestyle that supports you being healthy and feeling great about your life, and nobody can tell you how great it's going to feel until you experience it for yourself. So I'd love, 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 love to help you guys all experience wellness and to teach you the tips. So subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Have a fantastic day.